So what would you do if you went out on a date with someone and then you told them you weren't interested afterwards and then they sent you 65,000 texts? Because that's what this woman does. Now the woman's name is Jackie, and Jackie's around 30 years old, living in Florida. And girl, she just wants to find love. Not just love, but she wants to find her soulmate. And she also hopes that her soulmate just happens to be a rich guy who will support her luxurious lifestyle. So one day in 2017, she joins a dating app, an app called Luxy. And Luxy is this app specifically designed to let single women meet millionaires. And she is determined to find herself a man. And so she posts pics of herself, trying to look all cute, hoping to meet one of these millionaires. And that is where Jackie meets this guy, Isaac. And Isaac, he's a CEO living in Arizona. And Isaac thinks Jackie is fine, and Jackie thinks Isaac is rich. And they talk for a few days through the app, then they decide they want to meet up. And so Jackie travels from Florida all the way over to Arizona, and they go out on a date. And allegedly, they smash. Now, from all this, Jackie immediately believes she's in love. Like this guy is her soulmate. But Isaac, he's not really feeling her. Maybe she's coming on too strong, maybe he's getting some crazy vibes, maybe it's because they met on a hookup with a millionaire dating app. I don't know. But after just one date, he lets her know he's not interested. But Jackie, she's not gonna give up. She really believes that this guy is the one for her. And so she keeps texting him over and over again. Even after he tells her to stop, she doesn't. She's telling him how much she loves him and how they're meant to be together. And Isaac's like, all right, I gotta block this lady. But then Jackie warns him, if you block me, I'll straight up move to Arizona to be closer to you. And so this harassment via text goes on for months. But then it gets worse, because one day Isaac is chilling at home and he looks outside and he sees a parked car. And inside that car is Jackie. And so Isaac's like, oh shit, and he calls the police, and then the police gotta show up and tell her to leave. Now, at some point, things start to get dark, because suddenly Jackie's texts go from desperate and annoying to absolutely insane. Here are some exact quotes. Don't ever try to leave me, I'll kill you. I'll wear your face in the top of your skull and your hands and feet, and you'll be watching me in a taxidermy suit. I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopsticks out of your hand bones. Oh, what I would do with your blood. I want to bathe in it. And of course, Isaac's not really texting her back. I mean, these are pretty much one-sided conversations. And so she keeps texting him these crazy things for months, every single day. Sometimes she texts him up to 500 times a day. 500. And Isaac will occasionally tell her, like, leave me alone. But Jackie's like, oh, he doesn't really mean that. He loves me like I love him. He's just testing my loyalty. So that just makes her text him even more. And so finally, boom, Isaac just blocks her. But then she shows up to his house again. So poor Isaac, he doesn't know what to do. So at some point, he's like, fuck this, and he leaves the country for a while. This is just too much for him. So now he's out of the country and he's safe. Maybe this whole stalker thing will finally blow over and he'll never have to worry about this woman bothering him ever again. Until Jackie really gets out of control. Because one day, while Isaac is still out of the country, he gets a notification on his phone from his security cameras. And there, on the cameras, he can see that Jackie is not only at his house, but she's inside his house. She somehow got inside. And so she's just chilling there, and she's brought her 2 dogs and some food, and she's brought some wine. And she has made herself right at home, like she pays rent. So of course, Isaac calls the police and he's like, this woman broke into my home. And so boom, police bust inside Isaac's house and there they find Jackie relaxing, taking a bubble bath. And Jackie sees them and she's like, oh my God, why are you here? And police are like, why are you here? And then police have to explain to her that she's trespassing and Jackie's like, oh, I guess I just made up a whole scenario in my head where I live here. And so I came here and pretended that's what was happening. And police are like, do what now? And then Jackie starts rambling about Einstein's theory of E equals MC squared, telling them how Isaac is the light, and she starts giving them scientific equations for eternal love. And police are like, what the hell is happening right now? And so they search the car that she came in, and they find a large butcher's knife in there, and so, bam, they arrest her. However, it's not over, because soon enough, she's released. And she is not done. She is still determined to get her man. And by this point in the story, her date with Isaac was a year and a half ago. And in that year and a half, she has sent him over 65,000 texts. 65,000! Your phone would be completely unusable with that many messages constantly coming in. Anyway, about a month after her arrest, Jackie is back at it, and she's looking for Isaac again. And so she shows up to his business. I guess he owns a store that sells skincare products. And she walks into the store and she starts talking to the staff like, yeah, I'm Isaac's wife. I need to see him. Where is he? And the employees are like, Isaac doesn't have a wife. But she demands to see him, and she starts causing a scene. While the customers in the store, they're all watching this like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just trying to buy some moisturizer. And so they call the police. And police come and they remove Jackie, and bam, she's arrested again. Here's her mugshot. But here's the thing about all this though, and this is actually pretty sad. Jackie is very clearly mentally unwell, like severely so. Like she legitimately believes all this stuff with police and the courts and the jail time she's facing right now is some kind of test that Isaac is putting her through to test her loyalty and her love for him. After all this, she still believes that they are going to end up together. So then Jackie does something wild. While she's in jail, she calls for a press conference with the media outlets. And when the media hears that some woman sent this guy 65,000 text messages, they can't wait to talk to her. So major news outlets show up to her press conference. And she really seems to like all this attention.
I'm gonna be on Fox News.
And so the reporters start hitting her up with questions.
65,000 text messages. That's like
That's
next
it?
level stuff.
Oh, to me, it seemed like more.
Isn't that kind of excessive?
Love is an excessive thing.
Jackie, some of those messages don't sound like love, they sound like threats.
When you're finding love, not everything is perfect.
Are you a crazy person?
No, I'm the person that discovered love, the equation to light. Einstein discovered the equation to light. It's E equals MC squared.
So you're not angry with him?
No! Oh my God, no, I love him so much.
And prosecutors end up offering Jackie a plea deal where she can get out of jail immediately, but she refuses their plea deal because the deal states that she would no longer be allowed to contact Isaac. Instead, she says, no, I want to go to trial because a jury will find me innocent, and on top of that, they'll demand that Isaac and I get married, as if a jury is going to demand that they get married. However, she never actually goes to trial because when she's ultimately evaluated, she's found to be mentally incompetent. And so all the charges against her are dropped and she's transferred to a mental health facility. And honestly, that actually sounds like a good outcome for her.